Hello, my fellow felines. This is KittyCatPWYarn here, and welcome to another speed build. And Merry Christmas for all of those of you who celebrate. I don't even know if I said that properly, but you know what I mean. Merry Christmas if you celebrate. Today, I am actually taking part in a fun collab with my friend HiphipRenee and many others as well. This is called the Cursed Christmas Collab, and the kind of concept was build a kind of spooky, scary Christmas type build. And today I am building a Grinch Mountaintop house. I figured since he lives at the top of the mountain in the movie, and I don't know, I thought it worked well. And I really enjoy how this house turned out, actually. It is very cluttered, very gross, very everything everywhere, and I adore it. I figured since in the movie he is kind of where the trash goes from Whoville, that like this fits really well, so he just collects all sorts of different things that he finds in the trash. Like there's gnomes, there's like this like I don't even know what that's called. There's a bowling trophy, there's a Yoda statue, there's just lots of random things that he collects and he keeps. Like, I imagine him to be kind of a hoarder, almost, just because, like, he lives where the trash goes, so I imagine that's kind of, he just keeps it in whatever, like, a project that someone's kid did that they threw away, and like file folders and just kind of little bits and bobs of everything. And his house is also like really gross. You'll see this in a minute or two. But I put lots of decorations from vampires around everywhere, meaning the cobwebs, the cracks, the scratches, the water damage, all those things. I just thought that was a really like interesting touch, and I thought it worked really well for this house. And honestly, I'm really proud of how this house turned out. I also do have some stuff for Max, and by stuff for Max, I mean I have a bowl, I have a bed upstairs, and I have some toys by the front door, and I think I have some upstairs as well. But otherwise, Max gets basically nothing, even though I imagine he would take very good care of Max. But here I didn't really see luxury pet things necessarily fitting the aesthetic of this build. So that's why I didn't put much here. And you'll notice as well, there are a bunch of different wood tones that don't match, and lots of things that just don't match. And I did this on purpose, obviously, but I think it looks so good, and it makes so much sense, and I'm just really proud of it. I don't know. And just generally, I hope you guys like this half as much as I do, because I'm really proud of it. I'm really in love with this house. I don't even know if it's playable, but I'm in love with it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I built this at the top of Mount Komorebi, like I said, and it was really hard to get my Sims up here, but I did it. So I'm just gonna leave them up there, so whenever I want to build on the top, I can build on the top. But anyway, I did mention that this is part of a collab, and like I said, it was coordinated by the lovely HiphipRenee, the Cursed Christmas Collab, and we have some other creators here. I'm just gonna list off a few of them because there are a bunch of people that I don't want to miss anybody. So I'm doing the Grinch Mountaintop house. BeingChris is doing the Apocalyptic holiday house, which seems very fun. And then there's SillySimmuz doing the Cursed Befana layer, which I believe is an Italian Krampus-ish type character. I'm not 100% sure. Don't yell at me if I got that wrong. Please don't. Please, I'll cry. And then, like I said, there are lots of other ones. I just wanted to list a few so you kind of had an idea of what's going on. And I imagine Renee is going to be doing something kind of murdery. I don't know if you follow her, but she's great. Brief history is her thing. She recreates murder houses and kind of gives you backstory on the actual murder, and it's really cool, and Renee is really awesome, and I love her, and she's like my best friend, so go check her out. I'll link everybody that is taking part of the collab in the description, and well, I was going to say I'll link Renee, but she is also taking part in it, So check everybody out in the description down below. So anyway, if you are watching this on the day that this comes out, Merry Christmas. I hope that everybody is staying safe and staying sane today and, you know, the following week or so into New Year's. But I just wanted to kind of give everybody a round of applause because we made it through 2020, and I don't think we were meant to. I genuinely don't think whatever entity is controlling the universe, I don't think the entity meant for us to survive 2020, but we did it and here we are, so I'm proud of us. And like I said, I hope you're staying safe during this holiday season. I know it's going to be rough if you don't get to see relatives or anything like that, but I hope it goes well for you and I hope you stay safe, and I just want the best for you. So now we are working on the kitchen, and I went into debug, I went ham in debug, and just grabbed a bunch of dirty plates, knives, silverware, food, like half-cooked foods that I put on the stove, just lots of different gross kitchen clutter, because I figured the Grinch doesn't really care. Like, he's just like, yeah, whatever, like, I'm just gonna put this here and leave it. And a little bit later I also end up grabbing dirty dishes, and so those end up like next to the sink, and I also put some in the microwave. I thought that was really cool because, like, he's like, oh, I gotta hide this from I don't know who, but he just puts it in the microwave because he's like, no, I can't. Right here is where I put it in the microwave, right about here. But he does have a fire extinguisher, so, like, good on him. He knows how to stay safe. He doesn't have a fire alarm, though, so if a fire starts, he is screwed. But I guess that's on him. Or maybe, I don't know. It's on me a little bit, but I didn't really think of that. I was kind of super out of it when I was building this, but I'm proud of what I did for how out of it I was. This build did take me a while. I think it took about 2 hours, even for as small as it is. A lot of it was me, like, searching through debug and stuff like that. But then there was another part. I was having some issues, like, with the roofing that I cut out. You saw me kind of messing with it at the beginning, but I cut most of it out because I didn't know what I wanted to do for the roofing. Like, I wanted to give it, I was thinking, like, I wanted to do an A-frame, and it kind of ends up being a wonky looking A-frame. I don't really know. You guys can let me know what you would classify this roof line as in the comments down below, because I want to know. It's very weird, but I really like how the outside turned out as well. I think it's very fitting for the Grinch. And some of the roofs, roofs, I don't know. I'm not an English major, don't ask me. They kind of curl up almost like the thing on the top of the Grinch's head does a little bit. So that's why I went for, like, more of a curved roof line. I don't know, I'm really happy with how this house turned out, and I don't know, that's about all I have to say there. But now we're on to the bathroom, and the bathroom is the worst. Like, there's clothes everywhere, there are spider webs, there's so much water damage because he has this open shower, but he doesn't have anything protecting the rest of the room from the open shower, so water literally just gets everywhere, and it's so gross, and I love it. Normally, I don't think people are super proud of houses like this, but for whatever reason, I tend to get more proud of the houses that are, like, gross and disgusting versus, like, versus the kind of standard, like, oh, this is a pretty house. Like, I just take a lot of joy in making things look disgusting on purpose. Like, I don't know why, but I'm really proud of, like, houses like these, and then the trailer that I did a while ago where it was all, like, beaten up and stuff. And then I don't even remember what it was. but when I made the like destroyed trailer like a few months ago, or last month maybe, that was really fun. I don't know, I take pleasure in making like destroyed looking houses, and this definitely falls into that category, so I hope you like it. And if you want to download it, it is on the gallery under the hashtag KittyCatPWY, or my origin ID, which is KittyCatPWYarn. And if you want to check out anybody else's builds that they, well, if you want to download anybody else's builds, you can check the hashtag Cursed Christmas collab, and you should be able to find all of those for you if you want to download any of those. Oh, by the way, I completely forgot to mention this, but since it is Christmas, I have a little bit of a treat for you guys. Today is going to be a double upload day, so we're having this video right now at noon. I did upload a little earlier, I don't know if you noticed, but and then in 3 hours at 3 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have another collab, because I did this to myself again, where I decided to take part in 2 collabs on the same day. But I'm not complaining because they're Christmassy, and I honestly needed to get in the Christmas spirit because it's lacking this year. It is majorly lacking this year, and that's no one's fault. It's 2020's fault, if anything, honestly, because it's just been such a crappy year. But there's the bedroom. It's pretty much done. I pretty much talked over it. But I decided to give him the closets from Get Together because in the Jim Carrey version of the movie, he's like in a closet type thing, and he's like trying to find what to wear, and I don't know, I wanted that little like callback kind of dealio. And you're gonna see we're about to move after I put the stone on the side. We're going to move to a different lot to landscape because I wanted to landscape without snow everywhere, so that's why I moved it, but I do end up moving it back here, obviously. Mostly because we don't have any other 20 by 20 lots in game, and I would really like some pretty please at SimStevs, because I really like this lot size. I feel like it works really well. And I mean, we have 20 by 15s, yes, and we have 20 by 30s, yes, but like 20 by 20s are just like, mwah. Like chef's kiss. I love them very much, and I would pretty please like more of them for Christmas, please. Anyone else, like, I don't know, I like square lots. I think they're nice, and I hope we get more in the future, but I don't know how likely that will be. So the reason I got into that rant is because when I moved it on a different lot to landscape, I had to move to a 20 by 15 lot because obviously if I put it on a 20 by 30 lot, I may or may not end up actually like putting landscaping where I don't actually have lot room in the original lot. So I moved it to a 20 by 15 and did most of my landscaping, and then at the very end you will see me move it back and finish like the landscaping and things, because we don't have other 20 by 20 lots I can put this on. At least I don't think we do. If we have a 20 by 20 lot somewhere else other than the Mountaintop of Mount Gomereby, tell me, but I don't think we do. I'm like 90% sure we don't, but I could be wrong because I don't know everything, and I will be the first to admit that. But we're just putting landscaping basically everywhere. I wanted this house to be kind of, not necessarily hidden, but I wanted it to be very like foresty and kind of not necessarily welcoming, I guess. And I didn't want it to look taken care of, so that's why there's like so much kind of overgrown, and there are stumps and logs and everything here, and lots of pine trees and just lots of like big bushes and things like that. And then here's my favorite part. I do this around the whole build. I kind of almost try and make it look like it's in a rock formation almost. I don't quite know why I did that, but I think it looks really cool. So I hope you don't mind that I did that. But we are going to just add a few more details and then we're moving back to the real lot to finish up the landscaping, and then we're going to be jumping into some screenshots. They're still not working properly, by the way. If anyone knows tips, hit me up, please. I'd appreciate it. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I hope you enjoyed this build. I did, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, friends! If you like this one, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and check out some other videos of mine while you're at it.